Today we are on chapter 10.4, and we are combining everything we've learned about customary units, whether it's customary units of length, of capacity, or of weight, and we're going to combine those in order to solve multi-step measurement problems. Okay, and your learning goal today is to be able to convert measurement units in order to solve multi-step problems. So like Adriana was asking, yes, you do need to memorize all those conversions, not just so you can solve these problems and not just so you can do well on the math test tomorrow, but these conversions, they're a part of everyday life, right? You know, sometimes we think, oh, when am I going to use math in real life? These measurements, this is a perfect example of everyday life where you deal with these measurements. Okay, so I want you to think, it's only almost 9 o'clock in the morning. When have you used units of measurements already this morning? Carmen walked 75 feet from her house to the corner, and then another 4 blocks to the library. If each block was 150 feet long, what was the total distance that she walked? Okay, so first of all, we have to figure out what is the problem asking. Harshita?
What was the total distance that she walked?
And we want to figure out the total distance that Carmen walked. What important information do we need in order to solve this problem? Ariel?
First she walked 75 feet from her house.
Okay.
And then she walked 4 blocks.
4 blocks to the library.
We need to know that each block is 100 feet.
Yeah. Excellent. Okay, now we're ready to solve. How could I solve this problem? Soham?
So first I want to know how many blocks, how many feet she went in
Okay.
4 blocks. So I did 150 times 4. And that got me to 600 feet.
Okay.
Then I added 75 feet because I know that they have the same unit of measurement. So I just added and it was 675.
Yeah, and Soham, I love how you noticed that you can just add because they had the same unit of measurement. If they did not have the same unit of measurement, could we add them? No. Did anyone solve it a different way? Liam?
So I wrote an equation.
Love it.
So I put in parentheses 150 times 4
Okay.
and equals x minus 75. And to make it easier, I solved the parentheses. 150 times 4 is 600. So the new equation is 600 equals x minus 75. And x is with 75. So negative 75 plus 75 would make it 0, so that cancels it out. And now we add 75 to 600, and that would find the answer.
So 675 equals x. Thank you, Liam. Awesome. A leaky faucet in Jared's house drips 2 cups of water each day. Okay. How many of you guys have ever had a leaky faucet? Like no matter how tightly you turn off the tap, it still just keeps dripping and dripping and dripping. Yeah, it happens sometimes. That's when you have to call a repairman or get mom or dad to fix it, right? So Jared puts a measurement cup under his drippy, leaky faucet, and he finds that each day it leaks exactly 2 cups of water. Okay. After 2 weeks of dripping, the faucet is fixed. If it dripped the same amount each day, how many quarts of water dripped from Jared's leaky faucet in 2 weeks? Okay, the first thing we need to write down is what is the question asking. Go ahead and write a number 1 and then write down what the question is asking.
How many quarts of water drip from Jared's leaky faucet in 2 weeks?
Yeah, the question is asking how many quarts of water dripped in 2 weeks. What important information do we need in order to solve this problem? That's what we need to write down next. Go ahead and jot down the important information. 2 cups of water a day, 2 weeks, and we're trying to find the answer in what unit? Quarts. Okay, so step 2 for us is to record the information that we were given. Okay, and that's what you wrote down already. There's 2 cups of water a day. It drips for 2 weeks, and we want to find out how many quarts. Okay. The next step was we need to figure out how much water dripped in 2 weeks. How can we find out how much water dripped altogether in 2 weeks? Tanvi?
Since we know that 1 week has 7 days,
Okay.
then you can solve that 7 times 2 for 2 weeks is 14 days in 2 weeks. So you can do 14 times 2 to find out 2 cups times 14 days.
Yeah, so we could do 14 times 2. So how many?
28 cups.
28
in 2
cups.
weeks.
Yeah. And then we're almost done, but we know that we need to convert from cups to quarts because the answer is asking us how many quarts. So Colin, how can I convert from cups to quarts? Please write this down.
There are 2 cups in 1 pint, and there are 2 pints in 1 quart.
Mm-hmm.
You can divide the number of cups by 4.
So how many, let's back up one step really quickly, Colin. How many cups then, if there's 2 cups in 1 pint and 2 pints in 1 quart, how many cups are there in 1 quart?
4.
4 cups, right? So I know there's 4 cups in 1 quart. So if I have 28 cups, how many quarts would that be? Adam?
7 quarts.
Because it's 28 divided by 4 equals 7 quarts. Good. Okay. So if you were taking good math notes, you've written all this down. Lots of you had really good eyes who are following what I was doing, but not so many hands and brains that were thinking and writing.